NFL Injury Tracker Week 6. New York Giants. Malik Neighbors, WR, out, concussion. Kayvon Thibodeau, LB, out, wrist surgery. Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson, QB, game time decision, oblique. Jonathan Taylor, RB, out, ankle. Pittsburgh Steelers. Russell Wilson, QB, likely active after calf injury. Notable injuries by team. Jacksonville Jaguars. Tyson Campbell, DB, out, hamstring. Evan Engram, TE, questionable, hamstring. Chicago Bears. Jaquan Brisker, DB, out, concussion. Tevin Jenkins, OL, questionable, ankle. Washington Commanders. Brian Robinson, RB, questionable, knee. Baltimore Ravens. Broderick Washington, out, knee. Marlon Humphrey, CB, questionable, ankle. Arizona Cardinals. Zay Jones, WR, out, hamstring. Green Bay Packers. Luke Musgrave, TE, out, ankle. Christian Watson, WR, questionable, ankle. Houston Texans. Robert Woods, WR, out, foot. New England Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, RB, out, foot. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rashad White, RB, doubtful, foot. New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr, QB, out, oblique. Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, RB, out, knee. Tennessee Titans. Jamal Adams, out, hip. Denver Broncos. Josh Reynolds, WR, out, hand. Las Vegas Raiders. Devontae Adams, WR, out, hamstring. Atlanta Falcons. Troy Anderson, LB, out, knee. Carolina Panthers. Tommy Tremble, TE, out, concussion. Fantasy Football Week 6 Start Im Sit Im. Jacksonville Jaguars at Chicago Bears. Start. Tank Bigsby. With Travis Etienne Jr. nursing a shoulder injury, Bigsby has emerged as a strong option. He leads in yards per carry and broken tackles. The Bears struggle against the run, making him a top 20 RB this week. Sit. Christian Kirk. Kirk faces a tough matchup against a Bears defense that limits slot receivers, where he runs most of his routes. Washington Commanders at Baltimore Ravens. Start. Terry McLaurin. With a 27.3% target share and facing a Ravens pass funnel defense, McLaurin is in a prime position to shine. Sit. Brian Robinson Jr. Robinson is dealing with a knee injury and faces a Ravens defense that allows the fewest rushing yards per game. Arizona Cardinals at Green Bay Packers. Start. Dontavion Wicks. If Christian Watson is out, Wicks is worth a start with a significant role in a high-scoring potential game. Houston Texans at New England Patriots. Start. Dalton Schultz. With Nico Collins out, Schultz is set for more targets. The Patriots' defense may focus on shadowing Stephon Diggs, opening opportunities for Schultz. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at New Orleans Saints. Start. Bucky Irving. With Rashad White's status uncertain, Irving could take over the backfield against a banged-up Saints defense. Sit. Mike Evans. Evans may struggle against Marshawn Lattimore, who historically limits his production. Cleveland Browns at Philadelphia Eagles. Start. Eagles D. Street. The Eagles' defense is set to exploit Deshaun Watson's struggles, making them a prime option this week. Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee Titans. Start. Tony Pollard. Pollard is a strong play against a Colts defense that allows a high volume of carries. Sit. Anthony Richardson. Returning from injury, Richardson faces a tough Titans defense and has limited support around him. Los Angeles Chargers at Denver Broncos. Sit. Javonte Williams. Despite a decent performance last week, Williams has a tough matchup and may lose snaps to rookie Audric Estime. Start. Ladd McConkey. Emerging as LA's WR1, McConkey has favorable matchups against Denver's coverage. Pittsburgh Steelers at Las Vegas Raiders. Start. Najee Harris. Harris is set for a heavy workload in a favorable matchup against a Raiders defense struggling against RBs. Atlanta Falcons at Carolina Panthers. Start. Deontay Johnson. With a high volume of red zone targets, Johnson is positioned for success in a likely high-scoring affair. Detroit Lions at Dallas Cowboys. Start. Jalen Tolbert. Tolbert is a sneaky start, especially with Brandon Cooks out and against a Lions secondary that's struggled. Cincinnati Bengals at New York Giants. Start. Wan'Dale Robinson. Robinson's rising target share makes him a solid start, especially in PPR formats. Buffalo Bills at New York Jets. Sit. Josh Allen. Despite his talent, Allen faces a tough Jets defense and comes in with health concerns. Look for safer options this week. Drake May's debut. The ongoing debate on rookie QB readiness. As the New England Patriots prepare to start rookie quarterback Drake May, the age-old question resurfaces. When are rookie QBs truly ready to take the field? After speaking to 26 sources across the NFL, including general managers and head coaches, it's clear that there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Each team's approach to starting a rookie quarterback can vary significantly based on circumstances. Cincinnati Bengals head coach Zach Taylor highlighted this uncertainty, choosing to focus on his own team rather than diving into the complexities faced by the Bears, Commanders, and others with rookie QBs this season. With May taking the reins this week, the spotlight is on him as he follows in the footsteps of Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud, whose rookie seasons have shown stark contrasts. While Stroud excelled last year, leading the league with impressive stats, Young struggled with a difficult offensive line and ended up with disheartening numbers. The debate boils down to whether May benefits more from sitting a year, like legends Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, or jumping into action, akin to Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Many NFL decision-makers believe there's no definitive right or wrong approach. Green Bay's GM Brian Gutekunst praised the benefits of patience, having watched Jordan Love grow while sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. In contrast, some argue that immediate playing time can accelerate a quarterback's growth and allow them to adapt to the speed of the game. The discussion also hinges on factors like college experience, team dynamics, and the crucial support a rookie receives. Effective coaching, strong offensive lines, and reliable targets can significantly impact a young quarterback's success. As May steps into the starting role against the Texans, he faces a daunting challenge. The Patriots' offensive line has struggled mightily, ranking dead last in pass block win rate, with key injuries further complicating matters. May's debut will test his ability to perform under pressure. Despite these obstacles, May remains focused. "I just want to take what the defense gives me and trust my instincts," he said. The Patriots hope that his athleticism and skill can help mitigate the challenges posed by the Texans' formidable defense. As the NFL continues to grapple with how best to develop rookie quarterbacks, all eyes will be on May as he embarks on this critical journey. Can he rise to the occasion and prove that he's ready? Stay tuned. Joe Mixon returns to practice, calls out NFL for player safety issues. Big news for the Houston Texans. Joe Mixon is back at practice and could be set to return for their game against the New England Patriots this Sunday. This marks Mixon's first appearance since he suffered an ankle injury in Week 2. The play that sidelined him is still fresh in his mind. Mixon was injured on a controversial hip drop tackle by Chicago Bears linebacker T.J. Edwards, a move the NFL specifically outlawed this offseason. Despite the rule change, Edwards wasn't penalized during the game and received only a $16.833 fine afterward, which has left Mixon frustrated. After the game, Mixon voiced his displeasure on social media, criticizing the league's handling of player safety. He continued this conversation last week, responding to the NFL Players Association's statements about media access, saying, "Player safety is what matters and should be the focus, not media access." Speaking to reporters on Thursday, Mixon didn't hold back. "I was the #1 leader in rushing. I was stopped because of that weak-ass hip drop tackle," he stated. "I can't do anything about that. It's frustrating. I want to be out there more than anyone." Mixon also expressed concern over the NFL's fine distribution, noting that players trying to protect themselves often face hefty fines, sometimes as high as $50, while those committing dangerous tackles are fined much less. "It's supposed to be taken out of the game," he said, highlighting a major inconsistency in the league's approach to safety. With Mixon back in practice, there's hope he'll be ready for Week 6. He'll participate in Friday's workout before making a final decision about playing on Sunday. Texans fans will be watching closely. Mike Macdonald's challenge. Can he fix the Seahawks defense? The Seattle Seahawks are in a tough spot. And it's clear that turning around their defense won't happen overnight. After parting ways with longtime head coach Pete Carroll, the team brought in former Ravens defensive coordinator Mike Macdonald, hoping for a quick turnaround. But the reality is far more complicated. At the start of the season, the Seahawks seemed to thrive against weaker offenses. However, facing playoff-caliber teams has exposed serious flaws. Their recent 36-24 loss to the 49ers highlighted just how far they have to go. Allowing a staggering 7.9 yards per play and ranking 31st in expected points allowed since Week 4. The early success against lesser competition? Just a mirage. Seattle's defensive woes aren't just a surprise, they were expected. Last year, the Seahawks had one of the league's worst defenses, which led to Carroll's departure. Despite investing heavily, using a top-5 draft pick on Devin Witherspoon and trading for Leonard Williams, the results are still disappointing. This puts Seattle in a tough position. General Manager John Schneider's personnel decisions have created a shaky foundation, forcing the team to consider a potential rebuild. The Seahawks have a razor-thin margin for error. If Geno Smith and the offense falter, there's little room for recovery with such a porous defense. The run and pass defenses are struggling, highlighted by a back-breaking 76-yard run by rookie Isaac Guerendo that showcased Seattle's deficiencies. Simply put, the Seahawks need to improve their physicality and tackle better. However, it's important to remember that rebuilding takes time. Just look at the Ravens under Macdonald. They faced a learning curve. 2. With a more talented roster, Seahawks fans may need to exercise patience as Macdonald works to reshape this defense. For now, the hope is that Smith and the offense can play cleaner games to take some pressure off an overburdened defense. The season isn't over yet, but the road ahead looks challenging.